How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Truman Bradley. Let me show you something unusual. In our laboratory, you have seen many animal experiments. Perhaps you remember the chimpanzee that could operate a typewriter in a test proving that animal intelligence can surpass anything previously expected of it. Later, we showed you how nature has equipped certain species of wildlife with an extra sense. We blindfolded a rattlesnake and saw how the snake, although unable to see, followed infrared radiations from a balloon filled with hot water. Today, science relies upon animals to help us learn how to survive the harmful effects of atomic radiation. Probably none can do it so well as this group of beetles, which survived a massive, ordinarily fatal dose of radiation and lived. Study of the armor-like shell structure which shielded them will, we hope, reveal how we can protect ourselves from the same danger. That, of course, is a discovery that lies somewhere in the future. This dog is a laboratory worker in atomic research. He looks pretty healthy, doesn't he? Yet he has been exposed regularly to large doses of radiation in an experiment to see how much radiation a living body can safely carry. By shielding the animal spleen from the radiation, by constant care, daily baths and regular blood transfusions, attendance by a staff of veterinarians, feeding from a special kitchen, and certain new drugs, beagles like this one can live a normal lifespan. This type of research is a part of our story, a story of fiction, but based on actual research now going on. This is the Pacific Division of the International Electric Corporation. In the trade, it's known as a reactor breeder plant. Inside the huge reactor, neutrons change non-fissionable uranium-238 and thorium into fissionable plutonium, or uranium-233. Like most atomic energy research in the United States today, the work at Pacific Division is being done by private industry. Each of these men has behind him years of training in science. Each is expert and fully informed on his particular phase of the operations in Pacific Division of IEC. Each has been proven loyal to the United States. Yet all of them work under the hard, questioning eye of the security staff. But only one man in the entire plant knows and understands everything being done here and is able to synthesize that unique knowledge into a final result. That man is Dr. Maxwell Carnarvon.
You asked me what I think, and I gave it to you in that report. If you don't want it straight, Mr. Scott, then don't ask me.
I suppose you'd simmer down, Frank. You don't have to sugar anything up for me. I'm glad you take plant security so seriously, but I think you're going overboard in this case. Do you think Dr. Carnarvon is going to steal his own secrets that only he knows?
Privilege means loose security. In the Marine Corps, even a general worked within security regulations.
This is not the Marine Corps. Generals can be replaced. Dr. Carnarvon can't.
But you can't let Dr. Carnarvon and his secretary wheel in and out of that back gate, while everyone else on the installation has to go through the main gate checkpoints.
All right, Frank. Maybe I'm not being fair. There's some things you should know that I haven't told you. Dr. Carnarvon is closest to being a bona fide genius of any man I've ever known. Now, that makes him different from the rest of us. This entire multi-million-dollar program is his baby. He's more than just an employee here. He's more like a parent, really. Now, if you start telling me how he has to act around his child, you're in troubled territory. Now, he's the most valuable man in this organization. Just don't do anything to aggravate him. He's irritable enough as it is.
That's just the point. He's been acting odd, strange. The people that work with him, even those that like him, have noticed it. He's been blowing up at everybody in sight.
Well, what in the world has this got to do with security?
Do you realize that with a push of a button, he could blast this reactor and everyone in it sky high? He controls the most powerful force in the history of the world, and suddenly he's almost irrational. Now, to me, this is a dangerous thing.
And all of these things, I suppose, are a symptom of what?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I've talked to one. I wish you'd talk to him, too.
All right, Frank. Set up an appointment.
It's already set up, sir. I've had a doctor waiting in my office. Shall we see him? Dr. Selwyn Frake, this is Mr. Ralph Scott, who runs Pacific Division.
Dr. Scott?
Dr. Frake is a specialist in industrial and group psychiatry. I've told him all about Dr. Carnavan.
What do you think, Doctor? Anything what he says?
Well, diagnosis by hearsay is impossible, Mr. Scott. I haven't met Dr. Carnavan, but if what Mr. Davis says is correct, overwork and a long period of extreme tension can result in a very serious breakdown.
Have to be very careful about it. If he ever found out about this, why, he'd walk out of here so fast that...
He won't find out.
What took you so long?
It took me a little while to find these. I don't understand why you needed this information. It doesn't refer to our work in progress.
Well, that's really none of your affair, Anne, is it?
I'm sorry.
Got the results of the last test, Dr. Carnavan?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear the first time, Kenneth. Please knock before coming in here. Now, what did the evaluation show?
Same as the last 5 tests, sir. Based on the amount of material used, they've all been far below the minimum level of error. Now, Washington sent an inquiry today. They're talking about a full evaluations report on tests of the last 6 months. Now, we'd better send it on or they'll think something's wrong here.
Something wrong, Dr. Carnavan? Anything I should know about?
No. I'll take care of it myself when we can tell them why, Kenneth. That'll be all.
Dr. Carnavan?
Well, Mr. Davis, you find any spies today?
Not today, sir. This is Dr. Selwyn Frake. He's a specialist in group psychiatry. He's going to be with us for a few weeks to study our project personnel.
So, now we even have thought police. The atomic age, which was going to be such a boon to mankind, has instead become a prison.
Davis speaking. What's the problem? All right, connect me with him. Shaw, what is it?
One of the radioactive dogs got out of the exercise run.
How?
I don't know how.
How long ago?
Maybe 10 minutes, not more than 15.
Can you get up here right away?
Yes. I'll be right there. Watch the store for me while I'm gone.
Gilbert, turn off that alarm and let everyone get back to work. Notify all personnel that one of the beagles got out of the dog lab. If anyone spots his location, they're to report it to security control. They are not, repeat, not to touch that animal under any circumstances.
I got here as soon as I could.
Now, just how dangerous is this animal?
Well, he's carrying enough radioactivity to be dangerous to touch, about 250 milliroentgens.
So danger exists only if contact is prolonged over a period of time.
Frank, get that dog back here. The whole plant's in an uproar.
We'll have the animal back here shortly. We're turning out an extra shift of security men. This dog's radioactivity will pick up on a scintillometer, right?
You'll be able to pick up his trace.
Good. Gilbert, on that new shift, equip as many men as you can with scintillometers. The lab tech says the dog's trace will register. Right. Work a square search away from the plant area.
All right, Mr. Davis, I don't think all this is necessary. Scintillometers, all this confusion and excitement. Why make things worse?
Yeah, he's right, Frank. Isn't there some other way?
None that I know of. The dog's dangerous. He's got to be found.
But perhaps without the scintillometers. A few of your men scouring the countryside, but I think you exaggerate the urgency.
You wrote a paper on the dangers of exposure to radiation. I read it. You said the exposure to 240 milliroentgens can cause radiation poisoning. And now suddenly it's all different. Why? We'll do it my way, all right?
Oh, all right, Frank. The important thing is to get that dog back here.
Working here, it's like being in the Dark Ages.
He is changed. Well, he was barely rational.
Almost as though he were hiding something, like a deep sense of guilt.
While a well-organized search explored through the area, the radioactive pup eagerly discovered a world he had never known. Far behind him, the security men methodically probed the ground for a trace of radioactivity. The guards were certain to find Pup. The question was, when? Meanwhile, although activity at the plant had practically come to a halt, the television monitors in security control were still watched in the slim hope that the radioactive beagle might still be within the plant area, escaping the detection of the guards.
Anything on the dog yet?
No, nothing. That's not what I wanted to see you about. Clayton here has something to tell you.
Well, Mrs. Scott, our evaluations have been off the predicted mathematical norm for the last half-dozen tests.
Does Dr. Carnovan know this?
That's just the point. He's known all along.
Well, you see, Washington called for a full evaluation report, but for some reason, Dr. Carnovan didn't want to send it on yet. Now, judging from what went into the tests and what the results showed, there's the mathematical equivalent of about 4 pounds of fissionable material missing.
4 pounds? That's enough to blow up an entire city. But it's impossible for anybody to get off this installation with anything radioactive.
Unless he was above security regulations. That's all, Ken. Thanks. Stay available, huh? Come in, Miss Page. Sit down, please. Now, Miss Page, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to think before you answer. And I want the truth, do you understand?
I don't lie, Mr. Davis.
No, of course you don't. Have you noticed any change in Dr. Carnovan lately? Any difference in attitude? Does he seem tired?
Dr. Carnovan works very hard.
Yeah, perhaps too hard. Although he'd never even admitted to himself, maybe Dr. Carnovan needs a rest, and if he does, we'd like him to have it.
I think Dr. Carnovan is the best judge of that. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Yes, of course. And thank you.
That's a loyal girl.
I hope loyalty to Dr. Carnovan is the only thing involved. I'd hate to think it was anything else.
And that's all Mr. Davis said. But I think there's more to it than just that.
Evil breeds evil.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Will you help me get the day's work together, please, Anne? I think I'll finish at home.
Of course.
And hurry, please. There isn't much time. Leave things alone, can't you?
Far from the workers' village, on the other side of the plant, one of the security patrols finally picked up the dog's radioactive emanations.
Security Control, this is Bishop calling. Security Control, come in, please. Is Davis there? Yeah, it's Bishop. Let me talk to him. Mr. Davis?
Go ahead, Bishop. On the old sand highway, about 4 miles south. Gotcha. Now, you keep following the trace. We'll catch up with you. Right. This is the road to Dr. Carnovan's house. I wonder if the dog's there.
Shouldn't be far. The trace is getting stronger.
Hop in.
Forget it now, young fella.
Now, take it easy, son. We're not going to hurt you. We just have to take that dog with us. Now, stand up slowly. And don't touch him anymore, because he'll make you sick.
Oh,
Grab that dog.
I didn't steal him, honest. I found him. He's mine.
You don't want that kind of a dog, son. Put him in the station wagon. That's it. Get the kid to the hospital in town for observation. Tell him our plant doctor will be over to take care of him. Oh, and when you make an identification, get his address. Maybe we can find another dog for him.
Bishop!
Is that Dr. Carnovan's house?
Yeah, I guess he must like it lonely up there. Nice job getting the dog. Give me that thing.
Hey, the dog's gone. Where's that coming from?
Let's go back, Bishop.
Suppose the man's a spy.
Report from the guard at the rear gate shows that Dr. Carnovan's car went through at 4:26 p.m. There was a strong trace of radioactivity coming from it. I think it's about time for a call to Washington. You'd better make it.
All right. I'll let you know.
I'll be in Dr. Carnovan's office if you need me.
Mr. Davis, I know Dr. Carnovan wouldn't want you in his office.
Where is Dr. Carnovan, Miss Page?
He wasn't feeling well. He's working at home. Listen, I know he wouldn't want anyone
Where
in
does
his
Dr.
office.
Carnovan keep his current work file?
He has it at home with him.
What's in here?
I don't know.
Would you open it up, please?
I don't have the combination. Only Dr. Carnovan has that. Just a minute. That desk is private. Why are you persecuting Dr. Carnovan? Why do you insist on hounding a man who's given more to this country, to the world, than you and I ever would in 100 lifetimes?
Nobody's persecuting Dr. Carnovan, Miss Page.
Stop that! I've seen you eyeing him like some strange animal out of a zoo. He knows it, too. And you sick that psychiatrist on him. You seem determined to drive him away from here. If you do, you're going to be very sorry.
Clayton had the answer all the time.
4 pounds of fissionable material.
Somebody checked out that material for the test, then withheld some of it. It's accounted for by being listed as destroyed in routine testing.
And getting it out of this plant, only one man. Frank, I've been a fool. Must have smuggled it out in his car.
Scott speaking. Yeah, put him on. Washington calling. Hello. Yeah. Did you get that answer?
Complete authorization. Take into custody if necessary, huh? Fine, I'll let you know. Well, you heard.
Looks like we won't need our raincoats.
No. I don't know what he's doing. Surprise might be dangerous. No. Oh, Max Carnovan for years. I don't think that'll be necessary.
You know what he's doing?
Some sort of a nuclear device. That color. Green. Never seen anything like it before.
I just hope it's not ready to blow. There goes nothing.
Hold it, Doctor. Do I really look that dangerous? Well, you found me out. But just what have you found out, gentlemen?
Max, what in the world are you building here?
Was this for export, Doctor?
No, my dear Mr. Davis, I'm not a spy, nor a saboteur.
But that color, that green.
Chloroplasm. It's what makes things grow. That's what I wanted to do, to create something constructive.
But what could be so important that you'd jeopardize your work, your future?
I've been expecting that question for almost 2 years now. And yet I'm not sure that I can answer it.
Suppose you give us a try.
Well, it's a terrible thing to realize that you've spent a lifetime creating death. I know. Of course, I also know we were forced by our enemies to protect ourselves with destructive devices. Nevertheless, I've felt guilty for years. So I found a compromise for my conscience. I decided that whatever time and effort I had to put in developing weapons, I would spend equal time and knowledge here, working on something constructive.
But this something, what is it?
I call it my benevolent bomb. I've combined green chloroplasm, the stuff which is the very essence of our plant life, with plutonium to explode over the desert. A fallout of ash consisting entirely of radioactive chloroplasm would mingle with the desert sands and with, a minimum of irrigation. Make the arid land fertile. Don't you see? It would give us something to point to say, look, we use this great force for creation by creating an age of plenty.
I guess you realize, Doctor, you've broken the law. Taking materials, working privately on a nuclear device. I have to arrest you.
I know. But if you hadn't stopped me, time would. I've exposed myself too often and too long to excessive radiation. I'm afraid I haven't long. Not long enough to finish it.
But with proper rest, good care.
No, I'm afraid not. There is something you can do for me. All my notes, they're in the safe in my office. Ann will open it for you. I'd hate to lose them.
Don't worry about it, Doctor. We'll turn them over to another scientist to work on to finish.
No. A board of scientists. One man can't do it. Well, shall we go, gentlemen?
I'm sorry, Doctor.
No, don't be. You know, I rather think I'll enjoy the rest.
The atomic age began with a dreadful explosion. But since the war's end, the atom has been turned to peaceful uses as well. Already it is a cheap source of electricity, and every day in medicine, it has become a mighty force in saving lives. The atom, introduced so frighteningly into our world, may well be the gateway to a new life of peace and plenty. The story you have just seen is fiction, of course. But who of us can say what lies in the future of science? I'll be back with you in just a moment. I hope you enjoyed our story. We'll be back with you a week from today with another exciting adventure from the world of fiction and science. Until then, this is your host, Truman Bradley, saying, see you next week.